You're on camera.
Alright, so got this little doe tonight. It was a quartering away shot. Went in there, came out right here, got him right, actually got him in the heart and knocked out both lungs. He ran about 50 yards. So now we're doing the unpleasant task of skinning the deer. So this is probably the worst part of the whole process, is skinning it, because you're taking an animal and you're turning it into just a hunk of meat, you know?
For food.
For food, though, you know. So, but you know, once you get it down to just a hunk of meat hanging here, that's when the fun starts. Then you feel like you won the meat lottery, and it's just you like in a butcher shop, you know.
Exactly.
So, but these young does, they actually skin a lot easier and a lot faster than the big bucks and stuff, because the skin literally isn't quite as thick, and you can actually get your fingers down in there and really separate it. And I'll have this thing skinned in probably like, I don't know, 7 or 8 minutes. So, but this early in the year, there really isn't that much fur on them, because it's not that warm yet. I mean, it's not that cold yet, pardon me. So I like to save the hides, but this time of year, it's kind of a crapshoot whether it's worth saving them or not. But I already gutted the boy out in the field. This is actually a female deer, but I refer to all deer as boys because it makes it easier on me. I don't feel like such a merciless killer that way. So, yep. So basically what we're doing is we're completing the cut down here to where I already gutted them, you know. So now that it's all disconnected, you start working your fingers in. Like this. You start working your fingers in. And you'd be surprised how fast and easy it is to pull the skin right off. It helps if if you're a fat ass like me and you weigh 200 pounds, and you just kind of lean on it, you know. But, so the next step is take these hooves off, and it's all about knowing right where to put the knife. Just go like this, right there, right there. This.
Go at the junior.
Yeah. And then there we go. Got one hoof off. I'm gonna do the other one. But one thing I like to do, I learned this a couple years ago, is I always leave the rear leg hooves on.
Why?
Because see how it's swinging like this?
Yeah.
When it comes time to actually start
Yeah,
cutting
balance.
the meat off of it, well, I'll lower the deer a few inches on the chain hoist,
Right.
and I'll actually use his hoof to step on to keep him planted.
Oh, okay.
That way I can exert pressure on the deer without him just swinging back and forth like
Right.
this. You know what I mean?
Makes sense.
And yeah, it makes it a lot easier. So, got the hose off. Another one. His hooves are fun. You can make all kinds of little things. See that little hanger over there? That's a deer
There you
hoof.
go. You could hang a rope off of it.
Yeah, he'd make little coat hangers and gun hangers and all sorts of goofy things with the deer hose. You just have to cure them real good. But back to so now what I'm gonna do is just gonna do a cut right here, kind of loosen it up a little bit. And the funny thing is, you don't even have to go all the way. I'll show you why here in a second.
We're 4 minutes into the video.
4 minutes in. What did I say? 7 or 8
Yeah.
to skin him. All right, I better hurry up.
Nah, you don't have to hurry up. Not on my account.
Alright, so it's all about working your fingers in. Bang, there's one.
There goes the skin.
That's clean. There. This is basically just brute force at this point. But, you know. There we go. Getting the hide off.
Now, how long did you have to let? When did you kill this deer?
I shot this deer right around almost 5:30. It was about 5:25
Today?
or so today, and
How long do you have to let them hang before you can skin them?
Well, skinning doesn't.
Not generally.
The issue is how long.
You have to gut them, and you did that in the field, obviously.
Yeah, I got them in the field almost immediately. But the thing is, if you take a deer and you process them and you freeze them too fast before rigor mortis sets in,
Right.
the meat itself will be tough as shoe leather. So what I'm gonna do here tonight is I'm gonna butcher this boy out and put all the meat in Ziplocs in an ice down cooler and let it sit for at least a day.
Right.
And that way, because rigor mortis will still set in, even though the thing's all cut up. So you gotta
Right.
let rigor mortis run its course. And then, after like maybe tomorrow night.
Now, rigor mortis is
Or-
a part of the aging process? Or
Oh,
no?
definitely, yeah. And,
Yeah, okay.
But what I'll do is I'll let it sit in the cooler and just let the meat just kind of chill there for a day or two. And
Right.
then I'll take it and cut it up and freeze it. But I've made that mistake before, where you get a deer and you
Junior's interested. Look at him.
yeah.
I'm filming him.
And
Can I have some of that?
if you freeze it too soon, what ends up happening is the meat doesn't get a chance to go through rigor mortis.
Right.
You freeze the meat, and it ends up being really tough to eat. So, see, now we're down to here. So I'm just gonna do is cut around like that, and we're pretty much freed up down here. Much freed up down there. There it is.
Junior likes it.
There's the hide.
They got to hide.
So there's the deer hide. It's a luxurious pelt. Really, it's heavy. Everyone is like surprised how heavy a deer hide is.
Want to say hi to him?
You know? Yeah. I mean, feel that it's got some real
God
weight.
damn. Well, it's wet too, but still,
Yeah.
even without it being wet, it'd be
Yeah.
heavy.
So once you get the hide off, and I'll figure out if I'm actually going to save this one.
Now, when do you cut the head off?
That's actually the very last step.
Oh, really?
Because, well, I'll show you here. The next step is Junior. Oop. See, Junior here is
He likes it.
He's a major helper in the operation in that he'll just eat scraps. Interesting though, if you look at how the arrow came out, it actually nicked this part here, so you can see it, bang.
Oh my
That's a
God, I
cool
do
one.
see that.
Once you take the deer apart, you can see like. Actually, let me.
That's not.
Well, I don't have a clean arrow. Actually, I did. Hold on.
This is Bambi.
Let me show you the shot angle here. The shot angle is that's what it's all about here.
Gotta get it from this side. Oh my God, that's way better because of the light, I guess.
Yeah. So let me show you this. Arrow came in here. Wow, God, that was quite an angle, really.
He's reinserting
Shot.
the arrow.
just to show you what a good quartering away shot is when you're sitting 20 yards up, right? And it came out like that. So that's
There you go, right there.
That was a
Hold
good
it, hold it,
kill shot.
hold it just like that.
Yep. That was a good kill shot, right? I mean, what we did was we knocked out the lung right here. We punctured the stomach, which is unfortunate, but then nicked the heart, hit the liver in the middle, knocked out both lungs. This deer ran 50 yards and died. It was, pretty good kill shot. So, yeah. But the next step is you want to take out these shoulders. And the interesting thing about a deer shoulder is it's not like a person's shoulder, human shoulder. There's actually no
Right.
bones. So basically, all you do is this. Get them like that. See, that's easy.
Here we go, the shoulder.
And there goes the front shoulder.
Shoot. Ba-bam.
Bang, right there. So
That's
there's
dinner.
one shoulder.
That's one dinner.
Yep. Now, another thing I like to do with the shoulder though is I like to save these things and I cook them up just like turkey legs.
Yeah.
So right there.
Gonna get some
Yeah.
blood on the plate.
Yeah, so that's your turkey leg, that's your drumstick. But again, it's all about knowing right where to put that knife. Get them right in there. Right like
Oh, hell yeah.
that. Put that knife in just the right spot. And lo and behold, that joint just falls right apart.
It's like chicken.
Yeah, kind of. Only bigger and
Just like chicken.
much.
Now, what's this
tastier.
deer gonna look like without his shoulder?
Well, you know the interesting
That's what it
thing-
looks like right there.
Yeah, it's funny, man. You take once you get those front shoulders off,
Junior loves it.
your shot angles
It's a
become
deer
a
with one leg.
lot more obvious. So there you go. Here's the shoulder meat.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
It's called deer shoulder.
Yep. And
Here goes the other
be
one.
careful not to get too much fur on the actual meat. But yeah, let's get this
Think
other
about a
shoulder
noose.
off. All right, now at this point, it's important to lower this boy a little bit because here's what I was talking about earlier.
Where you stop on?
Is I'm going to lower him with the chain hoist a little bit. Lower him down. Okay, perfect. Now, let's back up here.
His feet are on the floor.
His feet are on the floor, and now I'm able to take my foot and hold this boy still. Like that, you know?
There's no way I can send you this whole video, is there?
I don't know, man.
Because it takes up too much fucking.
We'll have to USB it or something, but dude, this is rocking. I want to get this back from you. This is cool.
I'll definitely go back here.
Okay, so anyway, back it with the other shoulder.
We're 11 minutes into this video, and there goes Junior.
So again,
There go the other shoulder.
here comes the other shoulder.
There, that's a big piece of beef.
Like we did with the other one, you cut this tendon right here, cut that, starts to fall apart. You have to cut the side right here. Then you cut it in that way. What you
The one
want to
piece
do
comes
is
right
you
on the
want
floor.
to get your knife blade right into the actual
And crack it.
Oh, and I broke the actual bone there. But that's fine. We can still get in there with the knife. Separate this boy and let me make sure it doesn't fall on the floor.
I know, that's what I was just
Here,
thinking.
right? I've had that happen where
I know.
once that hits the floor, gotta rinse it off a whole bunch. But yeah, man, there it is. Cut that off. Cut that off. There we go. So look at that. Now I
Steak.
got two front shoulders
2 front shoulders. Austin, you might be hungry for this one
and
day.
2 turkey legs.
2 turkey legs from a deer.
Yeah.
Bambi.
Now.
Oh, God.
Back,
We'll take a
back to
picture.
the deer here.
There's a noose around his neck.
The next thing I like to do is I work my fingers up in here and get some of this muscle off around here. There's layers and layers of muscle connecting the neck and the shoulder.
Where's the tenderloin?
So the tenderloin is actually up inside, but the backstrap loin is right here. You know, right there.
Right.
So
What's better?
tenderloin is.
What's your favorite?
I like the backstrap because it tends to be a little bigger. It's a little easier to cook. But hands down, the tenderloin is the most tender and most tasty piece of deer meat on the whole deer. But the paradox is that it's located inside the body cavity. So
Right,
if,
right,
So if
right.
you don't butcher it right, it's the quickest piece of meat to get ruined. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
so you gotta be real careful how you butcher it. And with this boy, I did puncture the stomach, so I'm actually a little worried about the tenderloins. And it's not that hard to figure out if the meat's good or not. If it smells funky,
Oh,
don't-
right. Exactly.
don't
I
eat
remember that.
It's that goddamn simple. If it smells funky, don't eat it. So if it smells funky, basically, my assistant, Junior here,
Sometimes that
Does that
depends on, where you shoot it. You don't know where the bullet's going to go.
yeah.
So it can, the piss sack or whatever.
Well, that's the other thing. Yeah, you don't want to puncture the bladder and
Right.
that sort of thing when you certainly don't want to get any crap or any of that kind of stuff on the meat. But it's actually not that. It's not rocket science. It's just about doing a clean job with it and rinsing it real good. So basically,
Junior likes it.
these
You're
are
going to
the-
love this looking video. Look at this.
So this is a good. See, this kind of stuff I'll end up cutting up and I'll clean it and I'll grind it. You know, and
Yeah.
the neck I normally end up making barbecue out of, just like I'll do with the shoulder. Pardon me there. So get this boy out of here. Yeah, see there. Get a whole bunch of meat off of this thing. Like check this. Well, yeah, we already got all that. All right. So
Then you just take that and go up.
yeah, pretty much. Like check out the side shot here. All right, so this is what we had, right? You run the knife up and whoa, look at that. You get all this meat right here. You know, you get all that up out of there and just go. You got it right there. You know, this is how our ancestors did it. I
Got
guess.
that right.
Fuck that buying beef from the supermarket. You can shoot it yourself, and then you end up with a big gnarly looking piece like this with a little bit of trimming. You throw this in the grinder, and there you got, man. You got ground venison. It's great.
You got that right.
So,
Put it on the plate.
Throw
Bam.
that on the plate. Throw that on the plate. All right. So
Junior's still interested.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Junior. There we go. Good boy. All right. So the next thing I like to go after though is these back straps, and this is a little bit more nerve-wracking because it's such good meat. You don't want to leave any in there. You want to try to get as much as you possibly fucking can. It's, you know, it's the best meat on the whole deer as far as I'm concerned. So this is collagen.
What is that?
People call it silver skin, but basically what it is collagen, and it's the same.
Fat. Looks like fat.
Yeah, but it's
That's what they make
similar.
condoms out of.
It's similar. You know? Like I think the Native Americans would use this to tie like arrowheads on and
Right,
stuff.
right,
Like
right.
this stuff, it dries up real strong. It's like, I mean, it holds the deer together. So
Yeah.
you want to try to get rid of as much of that as possible. But you know, if this were like the middle of like December or January, or February or something, well not February because it's not deer season. You just let it hang for a week if it's cold enough.
To dry.
And what ends up happening is the collagen starts to break down, and it's a hell of a lot easier to butcher because all this stuff starts to break down.
Oh yeah, because of cold temperature.
Yeah, and well, just letting it sit there, you know, the collagen starts to break down.
Right.
Like, see, so now we're going after the back strap. The back strap is a nice piece of meat. It's definitely good stuff. One on there, one on there. Uh-oh, cut a little too much. Whenever I cut a little off that I didn't mean to cut off, my assistant Junior gets yet another treat. Here you go, boy.
I hate to see that
Yeah.
dog's poop.
Now, you know what? He's used to this shit, man.
Yeah.
I come home at night and after hunting, he smells that blood. And, dude, he was freaking out tonight. Like he freaks out. He smells it. He's just, well, he's a dog. He smells like a dog.
Right,
so-
right.
Yeah. So, all right. So now,
The light's not right on this side. I have to go on this side for some reason.
okay. All right. So let me grab my chair here.
Yeah, it's way better on this side.
All right. So for this, I like to sit down. Now, for this part, it's a combination of using your fingers and using the knife to get this back strap off real nice and easy. But you want to kind of start working your fingers in, and as soon as you hit some of this sinew, you want to start sliding your knife in. Okay, but the last thing you want to do is just take your knife and start hacking away at it, because then you're going to lose a bunch of meat. So it's a combination of fingers and blades, and you just want to be real careful. Take your time. Just start working it loose. Start working it loose. Working it loose. Because as you'll see, when this back strap comes loose, it's a perfect little corner there. This whole muscle falls into.
Right.
So we work it up like this. Get up in there. Back strap actually goes all the way up to the neck. All right. So now we're free up at this point.
There you go.
So there we go. It's starting to come loose, right? Down here. Uh-oh. It's the other thing. This collagen is so, like, if you look at the pattern here. It's really strong. I mean, that's how the deer moves back
Yeah,
and
it's a
forth.
spine.
You know? Yeah, so
Muscle, spine, collagen
you have
first.
to cut that off. You gotta separate it a little bit.
It's fucking
All
awesome.
right, and now just kind of work that
Cha-ching.
knife in. Just work that knife in. Work that knife in a little bit.
They did different than skin of fish.
Oh yeah, yeah, a little more complicated. but
Yeah, a
not
little,
that much.
little more complicated, but the same principle applies.
Oh, definitely. You know, that's all you're doing is separating meat from bone.
Right.
You know,
Yep.
it's that simple. And Junior, there you go, buddy. All right. So now, what do we got here? We're a little loose on this side here. Okay. So now I'm gonna start working the other side. Now down at the bottom here, the back strap connects to another. There's another little piece of meat here that connects to the back strap, and I always like to try to keep that included. So you gotta start right down there. Get your finger in there. Backstrap ends kind of down in there somewhere. I never get to.
Well, it's where this muscle
Yep.
meets the back muscle.
Yeah, the haunches. And the haunches are great, man. The haunches you get a lot of meat off of. You get a top round, which is always a good chunk. You get a bottom round. You get a sirloin tip, and you get a rump roast. And then you still get a bunch of grinder meat off of it. That's for here. Okay, good dog.
Junior likes it.
Now, what I'm going to try to do. Okay, so now.
Now that's a tenderloin right there, right?
Well, no, this is.
No, tenderloin's underneath. That's the back strap.
Tenderloin's actually underneath. This is the backstrap loin.
Which is what
boneless loin.
blade? Oh my god, what's another name for it?
Yeah, I'm not sure what the butcher at the supermarket would call it if it was a cow. I'm not quite sure, but
I know what you're talking about. It's oh my god, not a flank steak. Nah.
no flank steak.
Flank,
is,
where's that come from?
I'm pretty sure that's like right here, like similar to the
Right.
brisket. You know, pretty sure it's similar to the brisket. But anyway, kind of work the knife in with your fingers. Kind of, it's half and half between running the knife down it and working your fingers in. Because if you do too much of one or the other, you're gonna leave meat on it, you know.
Yep.
But let's see what we got here.
The deer's getting skinnier by the minute.
It is, man. We're reducing this boy. All right, here we go. There it is. Backstrap's starting to come loose. See, I should have had more fingers in there. Oh well. I mean, you're never gonna get, you're never gonna get 100% of backstrap out of it. Like I was saying though,
There you go.
if it's cold weather and you're able to age the deer,
Right.
this backstrap will come out almost entirely on its own. If you're able to age it. But there
If
you go.
you're able to age it.
So, I mean, it's kind of funny. Like, okay, no backstrap. See,
Backstrap.
back in. That's right where it goes, and then boom. There's your backstrap.
That's a backstrap on a plate.
Yep, backstrap on the plate. Now I gotta work this other one off. But yeah, we didn't leave too much in there. The other thing that kills me every time I do one of these is there's always a little extra skinny piece of meat right in here that you just can't. It's just too thin to actually.
Yeah, you know what you could do with that though is cut it out as much as you can get out of it, and then like do like a marinade, and saute and like oh my god, like a stir fry.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, like with the little pieces. And
Yeah,
stuff.
fuck yeah.
All right, so here we are working out this other backstrap. Same routine, everything. That's the funny thing about the deer butchering is you get good at it pretty quick because you got to do everything twice.
Yeah, yeah, you got
every
both
single
sides.
deer. Every single deer, you do it all twice.
I almost up this. Oh.